Edward B. Titchener was born on January 11, 1867 in Sussex, England. He completed his Ph.D. under Wilhelm Wundt at Leipzig University in 1892. It was under Wundt that Titchener learned precise and systematic methodology. After completing his Ph.D., Titchener brought modern psychological theory to America, taking a position at Cornell University in their new laboratory. Heading the structuralist movement, Titchener attempted to organize the human conscious experience into its basic structural elements, using rigorous scientific methods. Titchener was a very active defender of psychology as a science and can be credited for bringing experimental psychology to America. The American Psychological Association was founded at Clark University in 1892, its first president, G. Stanley Hall. Titchener was also a founding member, although he quickly grew to dislike the organization. He believed the APA was too accepting of diversity. While child, abnormal, and comparative psychologies might be interesting, they were certainly not true experimental psychologies, according to Titchener. Titchener also disliked the formal format of the annual APA meetings. All in all, Titchener joined and then subsequently resigned from the association 3 separate times. In a letter written to Hugo Munsterberg in 1904, Titchener wrote, "For many years I wanted an experimental club. No officers. The men moving about and handling. The visited lab to do the work. No women. Smoking allowed. Plenty of frank criticism and discussions. The whole atmosphere experimental. The youngsters taken in on an equality with the men who have arrived." Titchener got what he wanted that same year in 1904, founding a highly exclusive academic club called the Experimentalists. The Experimentalists was an invitation-only academic society created in Titchener's image. In this way, the club was a yearly gathering of like minds, men only, who were interested in studying human mental processes and behavior, and did so using a positivist, data-based approach. Therefore, one of the initial purposes of the club was to promote Titchener's ideas regarding the nature of experimental psychology. Each spring, small and informal gatherings would occur, rotating among the laboratories of the leading members of the group. The gatherings lasted a couple of days, during which members would visit labs, study apparatus, discuss ongoing research projects, and exchange the latest academic gossip in smoke-filled rooms. Locations of the spring gathering rotated through Eastern laboratories each year, and attendance was by invitation only. On paper, it was left to the director of the laboratory hosting the meeting to send out invitations. However, these were often highly influenced by Titchener's opinion regarding who should be present and what should be discussed. Gatherings typically did not exceed 40 men and consisted of members of the club, as well as the staff and the most promising graduate students of the host lab. The first gathering was held at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, April 4th through 5th, 1904, and was resided over by Titchener himself. Researchers from Eastern universities, including Cornell, Yale, Clark, Michigan, and Princeton, attended these early meetings. The group met every spring during Titchener's lifetime, except for the war year of 1918. Upon Titchener's death in 1927 of a massive brain tumor, the club was reorganized into the Society of Experimental Psychologists. Since Titchener's death, the society has significantly evolved, and the examination of the current list of members reveals trends that were unthinkable in Titchener's time. For instance, the first significant change was allowing women to join the club. Margaret Washburn became one of the first female members admitted to the society in 1929. Despite being one of the most prominent figures in psychology at the time, under Titchener's reign, she was not admitted to the club because of her gender. The club also became more representative, admitting members from Canada, the West, Midwest, and South. The club has also become more formal and democratic. Meetings are now formal and involve the readings of papers, no smoking is allowed, and a number of officers form the executive committee that runs the club. There has also been a growth in numbers. The society now has 220 members, and gatherings are now open to all members of the society, as well as students and faculty from the host university. There is also significant topical diversity in today's society, with all fields of psychology that use experimental methods represented. Today, membership in the society is still highly exclusive and a great honor, as it represents significant accomplishment in the field of experimental psychology.